I always like to ask the question, what is the first memorable cup of coffee that you ever had, right? Like I remember my first coffee was with my Uncle Joe. I was 17. It was Cafe Florian. We were in Venice. I'd never been to Venice or Italy before, right? So I was 17 years old and this girl, I'm in awe. And one thing to know about my Uncle Joe, he is bigger than life. Like he is this, oh, you would have loved him. Oh my gosh. Just this fabulous man who enters the room and everyone feels different, right? He took me on this trip and it was the very last day of the trip. And we were leaving the next morning and he grabbed my hand in a very Uncle Joe fashion and said, "Come with me, darling. I'm going to show you something wonderful." And we went to Cafe Florian. It's still in Venice. It's the oldest coffee house in the world. And he sat me down and he said, "I want you to experience coffee." He was obsessed with Italy, also obsessed with coffee, and he wanted me to have every kind of coffee. So, you know, he was like, "Bring us this coffee and bring us that coffee." And we had every kind of coffee imaginable. It was a really exciting time. Like the Cafe Florian is very beautiful and it's luxurious and it has this old European feeling. And I remember, you know, all of these different coffees came and they were all in different cups. And it was just a really exciting moment, right? But something really special happened inside this experience with my Uncle Joe as we were drinking coffee. And let me tell you, there was so much coffee. I mean, I was like this by the end. He looked at me and he grabs my hands across the table and he just says, "Honey, I want to tell you how important you are to me and how special you are. And I want you to know that I believe in you. And I know that whatever it is you want to do in this lifetime, you're going to be a success." And it was like such a moment for me because I don't think, like, besides my parents, I'd ever had an adult figure look at me like that and share these kind of words, right? And it all unfolded over all of these beautiful coffees. And I didn't know it at the time, but my Uncle Joe had been diagnosed with cancer. And so that trip to Italy was, we were very close. He was very, very dear to me. It was kind of, he knew he was going to be going soon, right? So he wanted to provide all of these experiences for me. And he also wanted to make sure that we had that kind of conversation. And that is what I believe the power of coffee can deliver.